We are talking skin health. Really, it's all about simplicity. I get, probably 100, maybe 150 letters a month, and then phone calls and all kinds of questions. There's so many different ways, seemingly, that the body breaks down. But it's not that complicated because while there's certainly various chemical procedures or chemical processes that happen in the body and various structures in the body, there's not a lot of ways that the body itself breaks down. As we've said so many times in this program, it's really all about the cells. And breakdown, likewise, is all about the cells. This is it, folks. Cells are growing too fast. They're growing too slow. They're making too much of the wrong stuff or not enough of the right stuff. And that's it. That's all of health or the lack thereof. Cells growing too fast, cells growing too slow, cells making too much of the wrong stuff or not enough of the right stuff. And that's it. It's that simple. And it all is because we're getting bad stuff in or not enough of the good stuff. We're not getting the nutrients and we're getting the bad stuff in. And when we talk about in and out, when we talk about the stuff getting in, I'm talking about into the blood. The blood is the life. It's all about the blood. Yes, all disease is cell disease. Cells growing too fast, too slow, making too much of the wrong stuff or not enough of the right stuff, but it follows dirty blood, period. And any boneheaded medical professional who doesn't understand that needs to go back to medical school. I don't know why this is so complicated for our doctors and our healthcare professionals to understand this. It's all about dirty blood. And when we talk about chronic degenerative disease, when we talk about yucky skin, when we talk about cancer, when we talk about anything that has to do with the breakdown of the body, we're talking about sepsis, S-E-P-S-I-S, dirty blood, period. And the blood only gets dirty if we're sticking something, injecting something through the skin, or if we're breathing some kind of toxin, or if we're eating the wrong stuff. Why is this so difficult? And you throw in nutritional deficiency, you throw in lack of oxygen, and you have the cause of every single one of the 12,800 different diseases. And I don't know why our doctors don't understand this. Why the heck are we medicating? What is the logic to medicating ourselves to health? It just doesn't make sense. And it's so tragic. And it's so unfortunate. I'm here to tell you, if you are dealing with a chronic degenerative disease of any kind, figure out what's getting into the blood, get yourself on the Mighty 90 nutrients, practice your deep breathing techniques, and relax, lighten up. It's true about everything that goes wrong in the body, and it's true about the skin as well. There's nothing you can do for a skincare problem by rubbing stuff on the surface, unless with the exception of vitamins and some exercise ingredients, which we'll be talking about. The skin makes its own health-inducing substances like any other part of the body. And yesterday we talked about hyaluronic acid. There's lots of products with hyaluronic acid in them. Neutrogena is advertising products with hyaluronic acid in them. You see commercials, you see websites talking about products with hyaluronic acid in them, and they'll all tell you how wonderful hyaluronic acid is, and it is. But what they're not telling you is you can't rub it on your skin and get any of the benefits, with the exception of a little bit of plumping or a little bit of moisture on the surface. That's it. But you can build your own hyaluronic acid. You can make your own. You can stimulate your own. You can increase your own production of hyaluronic acid. This is really kind of like about honoring the body. Really, it's like saying, we don't need to fix the body. We need to feed the body. We don't need any more fixing. There's no fixing that can be done anyway. The body's too smart. The body's way smarter than we are. We're the dummies here. I talked to a gal yesterday. She's trying to get pregnant. And she's not healthy. She's trying to get pregnant. 3 times she's tried to get pregnant. She's aborted, and she's spontaneously aborted, and she had miscarried once. She had a stillbirth. These are tragic things. And she's trying to get pregnant. Well, you know what? If you're trying to get pregnant and you can't do it, you can't conceive or you can't hold on to the baby, it's not a drug issue. This lady's being medicated now with hormones to keep her baby. The reason she can't make a baby, or anybody can't make a baby, is because the body won't let her, because the body is smarter than she is. The body is smarter than I am. The body is smarter than you are. The body is smarter than all of us, and the body is certainly smarter than your doctor. If the body doesn't want to make a baby, the solution is not to force it to with drugs. The solution is to figure out why it doesn't want to make a baby. I remember a couple coming into my pharmacy many years ago, and they were trying to get pregnant, trying to make a baby. I kept trying to tell them about their blood sugar and their digestive system, or her blood sugar and digestive system. They didn't want to hear it. So I was filling prescriptions for something called Clomid, Clomid. Clomid forces your body, compels your body to make a baby. Even still, they were coming in to get their Clomid every twice a week or once a week to get their Clomid prescription. They were always complaining, oh, we can't make a baby. We're trying. It didn't sound like the worst thing in the world to try to make a baby. But anyway, she was trying to make a baby. And then I didn't see this couple for a while. I used to see them every week or a couple times a week. And then I didn't see them. And then 9 months later, I saw them. This was in a grocery store, Albertsons grocery store. I saw him walking down the aisle at Albertsons grocery store with a baby carriage, except it wasn't an ordinary baby carriage. It was a baby carriage for 6 babies. She ended up with 6 babies from her Clomid. That's what happens when you compel the body to do something. You can't force the body to do what it doesn't want to do. It's not fair, it's not right, and it doesn't work anyway. In any case, yesterday we talked about making your own hyaluronic acid. The best way to make your own hyaluronic acid is the same as the best way to make anything in the body. To stimulate the body, to nourish the body. Not to compel it, but to feed it. Not to fix it, but to feed it. In terms of hyaluronic acid, you can exercise your skin. You can exercise your skin. By that I mean stimulate your skin. I'm not talking about the skin muscles. I'm talking about the skin cells. Exercising the skin cells, stimulating the skin cells is really kind of an interesting concept, and it's kind of misunderstood. In fact, exercise in general is misunderstood. Hang tight. I'll tell you what I mean when we come back from our break, and we'll take your phone calls as well. 844-236-6010 is your number on the bright side. I'm Pharmacist Ben. We'll be back after this.
Attention small business owners needing financing. Are you too busy running your business to deal with the slow lending process of your bank? Are you frustrated at the paperwork and delays just trying to get a decision? Then you need On Deck, the A+ Better Business Bureau rated small business experts, where our simple application process takes as little as 10 minutes and funding could be available in just 1 business day. At On Deck, we focus on your business operation and cash flow, not just your personal credit score. And we're ready to help with loans of up to $250,000. True business loans, not credit card advances. On Deck provides financing to a wide variety of small businesses like restaurants, plumbing, landscaping, freight trucking, and healthcare providers. If you're frustrated with the paperwork and long decision times of traditional lenders, contact On Deck. Funding could be available in just 1 business day. On Deck is publicly listed on the New York Stock Exchange and has provided over $2 billion to small businesses like yours. So go to OnDeckLending.com today or call 800-293-6819. That's 800-293-6819.
Healthy elimination is essential to high energy, a cheerful mood, and prevention of disease. Some of the founders of our modern holistic health thinking state that disease begins in a toxic colon. A toxic intestinal tract is the foundation for virtually all degenerative disease, and a clean and well-moving intestinal tract is the foundation of health.
I just want to say that you folks have an amazing product. I've taken whey protein products for years, and I've never noticed the results I have with your product. I've suffered with bouts of constipation most of my life. Within a few days of taking One World Whey, I noticed a dramatic change. Also, in the past few years, I've experienced symptoms associated with diabetes. I feel horrible when I've had too much sugar, and I've been getting the foot pain as well. But I've noticed in the past week or so, I'm not feeling bad anymore, and the foot pain is gone. I'm just finishing up a 5-pound tub I ordered and just got off the phone ordering more. I love your product. Thank you.
Call 888-988-3325. That's 888-988-3325. Or visit oneworldway.com. That's oneworld.com.
Quantitative easing, unemployment at depression levels, Europe financial system falling apart, China getting out of U.S. treasuries. At the end of 2008, the time of TARP, the national debt was at $11 trillion, gold trading around $850 per ounce. Close to 2012, the national debt exceeded $16.4 trillion, gold doubled to $1,600 per ounce. The $20 trillion threshold for the national debt is inevitable. Politicians in Washington have a ferocious appetite for spending and stimulus. What's worse, a printing press to finance. 100 years ago, we had a gold standard to limit this madness, but now you have to adopt your own gold standard. Don't be fooled with paper promises. Get Midas Resources 10 Reasons to Buy Gold free by calling 800-686-2237. Understanding the gold and silver market may be the only insurance you could have to avoiding the next economic crisis. Call 1-800-686-2237 and order your free copy. Again, that's 800-686-2237.
I want to talk about exercising. When I say exercising the skin, I'm really talking about exercising skin cells. It's true, you can exercise facial muscles and skin muscles, and they are important and they can be very helpful. And I'm going to talk about that here probably on our next Bright Side episode, facial exercise. But when I'm talking about exercising the skin to get more hyaluronic acid, to get more connective tissue fibers, I'm really talking about exercising skin cells. There's lots of ways to do it. We're talking about increasing the dynamic nature of cells, increasing the movement of cells, the growth of cells, and then the subsequent production of things from the cells. Remember, all the ways the body breaks down, cells not making enough stuff or cells making too much stuff. So one of the ways we age, at least our skin ages, is skin cells don't make enough stuff. And there's things you can do to protect, to enhance the production of these things, to enhance the production of moisture factors, to enhance the production of growth hormones, to enhance the production of natural sun protection factors. Yes, our skin cells make their own sun protection factors. How do you like that? Ask the next dermatologist or skincare professional who tells you to slather on the sunscreen. Say, doesn't my skin make something called uroconic acid, and uroconic acid is a sun protection factor? Isn't that true, doctor? See if your doctor knows about that. When you put your sunscreen on, you suppress your skin's natural production of these factors. I'm going to talk about uroconic acid and filaggrin and some of these other components that are protective and that are moisturizing, that the skin naturally makes on its own, that we should be looking at enhancing instead of slathering on products on the top of the skin, which ironically suppress our skin's natural moisture factors, suppress our skin's ability to protect itself from the sun, etc. Do you know your moisturizing cream is suppressing your skin's production of hyaluronic acid? That's right. Tell that to Cindy Crawford. Write her a letter. Cindy, isn't it true that my moisturizer, or the moisturizer I'm using, is suppressing my own natural hyaluronic acid production? I don't mean to pick on Cindy or anybody else for that matter. The fact of the matter is we can do it ourselves. And when it comes to the skin, by enhancing the production of moisture factors, we won't need moisturizing cream. By enhancing the production of hyaluronic acid and connective tissue fibers, we won't need wrinkle creams. By far and away, the best and most relevant, topically relevant anyway, way to exercise the skin is to apply low pH or acidic material on the skin. The acid nature of the skin is very important to recognize. Inside the body, you want the body alkaline, high pH. Why? Because alkaline kind of slows things down. Alkaline, or at least slightly alkaline, has a kind of relaxing effect on the body. Oxygen is alkaline. You want to alkaline the inside of your body? Get it oxygen. That's the way you want to alkaline. By deep breathing, oxygenating. Blowing off carbon dioxide reduces acid because carbon dioxide is acidic. On the skin, however, it's the opposite. Alkaline on the skin is associated with poor skin health, and acid on the skin is associated with healthy skin, with beautiful glowing skin. And by dropping the pH, making the skin slightly more acidic, you can jack up the production of all the good stuff. And there's one wonderful way to drop the pH of the skin to increase the production of hyaluronic acid, to stimulate the skin, to smooth the skin, to soften the skin. To get all the wonderful benefits we want from our skincare products, you can do it by dropping the pH of the skin topically. You can put things on the skin that make the skin more acidic. We will talk about that on our next Bright Side episode as we can continue discussing hyaluronic acid and all the wonderful things that we can do to upregulate the production of hyaluronic acid as well as connective tissue fibers and moisture factors and all the good stuff in the skin. And we'll talk about that next Bright Side episode and probably through the coming days and maybe even the coming weeks. All right, I'm Pharmacist Ben. 844-236-6010 is our number. Let us go to Brenda in Missouri. What's going on? Welcome to the Bright Side, Brenda.
Hi, Ben. How are you?
I'm good. Good morning. What's going on?
It's good to talk to you.
Same.
My daughter, she has her third pregnancy. Just started 12 weeks ago.
Okay, congratulations.
Thank you. She has, on her first two, she was sick the entire time.
Okay.
And I was wondering if you had any kind
Lots of strategies. Yes, lots of strategies. First of all,
I am at work, and I'm sorry, so I need to hang up.
You can hang up and then listen to the listen to the archives. Good.
One thing I want to mention, she has Rh negative, so she always has to have that.
Okay, is she diabetic or anything?
No, she is not.
Did she have any blood sugar problems with? Did she have any blood sugar problems with her first? Yes or no?
No.
Okay. Okay, good. All right. Well, I'm not going to be able to give you the best answer if you're not with us, but that's fine if you have to be at work. Where are you working, by the way? Where do you work? Don't say where, but what do you do?
At a hospital.
I'm
actually
really?
the mailman. I'm the mailman at a hospital.
You're the male person at the hospital?
Male person. That's me,
okay.
yes.
All right,
Anyway.
good deal. Well, thanks for calling, Brenda.
Thank
Appreciate
you,
it.
Ben.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, so here's the deal with pregnancy. As I said, I talked to a gal yesterday who's trying to have a baby and can't hold on to a baby. Having a baby is a very stressful thing on the body, as any woman will tell you. It may be the most stressful thing that we ever have to go through in a non-traumatic or non-accidental kind of fashion. Having a baby is, first of all, something is entering into the body that is foreign to the body, so you're initiating all kinds of immune problems. Then you've got to feed the baby inside as the baby's growing, so you're losing resources. The B vitamins are going to the baby, and nature doesn't care about the mother as much as it cares about the baby. All the resources, when a pregnant mom eats her protein and her fats and her vitamins, etc., they're all going to the baby, and that's assuming she's getting those nutrients. So it's extremely easy to become nutritionally deficient when you're pregnant. And if you're subsisting on the standard American diet, almost guaranteed you're going to become nutritionally deficient. So you've got changes in the immune system, you've got changes in how the body's handling nutrients and how the body is allocating nutrients, and you've got blood sugar changes as well. So you've got, between problems with blood sugar, problems with the immune system, problems with nutritional deficiencies, you've got a major burden on the body, which means you have to be kind and gentle to the body. You always have to be kind and gentle to the body, but when it's under the duress of a pregnancy, it becomes extra important to do it. And there's lots of strategies, lots and lots. If you have a food problem, for one thing, you absolutely got to get that under control. Hang tight, and we'll discuss Brenda's grandbaby to be when we come back from our break. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Bright Side on the Genesis Communication Network.
This is Dan Pilla. Do you owe the IRS money you can't pay? Are tax debts crippling you? I've defended people from the IRS for over 30 years. I've helped thousands, and I can help you too. I wrote the book on IRS settlement, and I'm telling you, there's no such thing as a hopeless case. Call 800-34-NO-TAX to finally get free of IRS debt. With the IRS's new programs, there's never been a better time to solve your problem. Call 800-34-NO-TAX. That's 800-34-NO-TAX, or my website, danpilla.com.
More and more people are discovering the incredible benefits of alkalizing the body, and there's no better product for it than AlkaVision Plasma pH Drops. Packed with a powerful combination of the most alkaline minerals and compounds, just a few drops in water will rid your body of harmful waste and give you more vibrance and vigor than you've had in years. Now buy 2 bottles and get $10 off your order. Call 800-518-7615 or visit alkavision.com. Alkalize your body. Supercharge your health at alkavision.com.
Honey, it's time for dinner. What are you doing over there on your computer?
I'm shopping for a new wallet. Mine is falling apart. Hey, did you know there's a company called ID Stronghold that makes shielded wallets to prevent electronic pickpocketing?
Oh, I didn't realize there was such a thing as electronic pickpocketing. What is that?
Well, apparently, many of the new credit and debit cards being issued have radio chips inside them called RFID that transmit our banking information to card readers when we pay. Unfortunately, a bad guy can also get one of these readers and go around the city scanning people, collecting their credit card numbers and personal information without us knowing it.
Wow, that sounds scary. Since you're getting a new wallet anyway, you should definitely get an ID Stronghold shielded wallet. Are they more expensive?
No. In fact, I can get a shielded leather wallet from IDStronghold.com for the same price or less than regular unshielded wallets from other stores.
Sounds great. My wallet isn't falling apart yet, but let me pick one out too. I want to be protected, and these wallets at IDStronghold.com look fantastic.
You're fired. According to the Small Business Administration, 75% of small businesses plan to eliminate jobs or reduce workers' hours to part-time. You're fired. According to Gallup, the unemployment rate recently jumped to nearly 9%, and the underemployment rate hit a staggering 17.9%. You're fired. 1 out of 3 young adults and 1 out of 2 recent college graduates are underemployed. Hello, I'm Keith Abel, a pharmacist and a home business entrepreneur. In 2011, I became one of those statistics myself. Instead of looking for another job in corporate America, I joined Dr. Joel Wallach, the Dead Doctors Don't Lie guy. We're creating steady incomes for ourselves and would like to show you how to do the same. If you want to supplement your current income, replace your income, so you don't have to become one of the statistics, then give me a call toll-free at 866-257-3105, 866-257-3105.
You're fired.
Don't wait till you hear those words. Start creating an extra income today. 866-257-3105.
We live in a complicated society. Stressful issues are always popping up. Have you ever been treated unfairly by someone? Have you ever been overcharged for a repair? Have you ever signed a contract or a document? Worried about identity theft? How many times have you been in those unique situations where you just wanted to call an attorney to find out if you're right or wrong, or what your legal rights are? But every time you think about calling an attorney, what do you think about first? That's right. Who do you call, and how much will it cost? Our friends at Legal Shield have found a solution. With a nationwide network of 6,900 attorneys who average over 19 years of experience, Legal Shield's law firms take over 40,000 calls per week helping their members. For less than $20 per month, you can have access to Legal Shield on everything from the trivial to the traumatic. Let Legal Shield stand up for your rights at lsprotection.com. That's lsprotection.com. Or call 855-340-SAVE, 855-340-7283.
Results will vary from case to case.
Okay, so we were talking to Brenda. She's gone now, about her pregnant daughter. Pregnancy is a burden on the body. It's a stress on the body. Nature cares about the baby, not the mother. The resources, whatever resources are there, are going to the baby first and then mother second, which means mother can run into nutritional deficiencies very quickly. Nutritional deficiencies can show up as all kinds of health problems, including nausea, including morning sickness. Morning sickness is oftentimes caused by nutritional deficiencies, plus the fact that there's some kind of enemy in the body. Morning sickness, the sense of vomiting or wanting to throw up, is one of the ways the body protects itself. And the immune system is protecting itself from the baby. The baby is a foreign invader in a way in the body. So for mom, if you're having morning sickness, first and foremost, you got to make sure you're using your nutrients, especially your electrical nutrients, especially vitamin B6. You know, vitamin B6 is actually a prescription drug for treating morning sickness. Now, I'm not saying it's only vitamin B6, but certainly you want vitamin B6 as well as all the B vitamins. That means the Beyond Tangy Tangerine, sipping on the BTT, getting on the whole Healthy Start Pack. The baby's brain is very dependent on essential fatty acids. You build a smarter baby. You build a baby with better hand-eye coordination. You build a baby with better vision if you have enough essential fatty acids, especially omega-3 fatty acids. So please make sure that your Brenda, that your daughter is using the ultimate essential fatty acids, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 a day. You got to make sure you're getting your minerals, especially zinc. Zinc is so important for building the baby's brain. Same with iodine, for that matter. All the minerals, really. But zinc and iodine stand out. 50 milligrams of zinc picolinate a day. Make sure she's balancing that out with copper. Copper is very important for the circulatory system. And then iodine also is important. You can use nascent iodine. Dr. Group's got a great nascent iodine product. You can also use Lugol solution or iodoral. I like iodoral. Iodoral is inexpensive, and you can get generic iodoral. Make sure you're eating seaweed. Ocean's Gold, if you're using longevity products, will get you some iodine. Make sure you're eating seafood. Of course, you got to be careful these days with the mercury. Selenium, by the way, is a great way to protect yourself from mercury, so get on the ultimate selenium too. Might also want to try some NAC if you want to protect yourself from mercury poisoning. NAC protects you from mercury. Minerals, good minerals will protect you from mercury. So make sure you're on a good nutritional supplement program in general. And then if you want to pick a couple more things, please keep your sugar intake down. Sugar is the enemy for you, and sugar is the enemy for your baby. And by sugar, I'm talking refined carbohydrates, flour, cereals, breads, etc. Fruit juices, desserts, that goes without saying. Make sure you're using your Sweeties product. And more protein is a great way to wean yourself off from sugar. And it's also a great way to help you build a baby, especially whey protein. Slender FX has whey protein in it. Whey protein throughout the day. Bone soup is a great way to get building connective tissue fibers. Got a really cool letter from a gal. Love my smart, bright side listeners. Barbara wrote me yesterday. Please comment on glycine. She sent me a link about a new theory of aging. We should eat more glycine. Glycine is a stupendously important amino acid, very underrated, very underappreciated. Glycine deficiency is more common than not, even though it's said to be a non-essential amino acid. It's the smallest of the amino acids. Glycine is found in bone soup and cartilage-containing products. Glycine helps build connective tissue, builds fibers. You'll find it in whey protein. So make sure you're getting enough glycine-containing proteins. Egg, seafood, bone soup all contain glycine. All these are great ways to build a baby, and that's exactly what you're doing when you're pregnant. You're building a baby. So by keeping your stress level down, I'm talking physiologic stress, as well as mental stress and emotional stress. Moms, listen, if you're building a baby, you don't have a right to freak out. I know life can cause freakouts. There's all kinds of things that can go wrong in life, and it's easy to freak out. But when you're building a baby, it's almost like you don't have a right to freak out. And you don't have a right to smoke cigarettes either. I'm sorry to be on my high horse about moms who smoke, but if you're building a baby, it's just not fair to smoke cigarettes, because guess who else is smoking? Yes, your baby. And when you're freaked out and you're building a baby, guess who else is freaked out? Your baby. Deep breathing, oxygenation, is incredibly important for the baby's health. Oxygen is how the baby grows, just like how your cells grow and divide and function. So make sure you're practicing your deep breathing techniques. And if you're smoking cigarettes, your baby is smoking cigarettes too. If you're a cigarette smoker, and I'm an ex-smoker, so I know how hard it is to quit. But if you're a smoker, your baby, just picture your baby with a cigarette in your baby's mouth, in your beautiful, growing fetus's mouth. Just picture him with a little cigarette dangling out of his mouth. And if that doesn't get you to quit smoking, or at least reduce your intake of cigarettes, I don't know what else would. All right. Congratulations, Brenda. Hope we helped you out. Thanks for your call. Tom in Texas, what's up? Welcome to the bright side.
Thanks, Ben, for taking my call.
Sure.
Actually, I was going to ask your opinion regarding e-cigarettes in comparison to traditional cigarettes.
Oh, well, they're way, way better, but you're still getting stuff when you smoke e-cigs. They have flavoring agents, menthol, which is definitely not good to be inhaling, propylene glycol, probably don't want to be inhaling that. There's all kinds of stuff that's in e-cigs. It's better, certainly than smoking cigarettes, but that's just because cigarettes are so darn toxic. But it's not like they're great. If you have an
that's what I was thinking. I never thought that e-cigarettes were healthy or safe. It was just I've been seeing a lot around when they're saying they're 10,000 times worse than cigarettes. And
no. Not that I know of.
Because I was smoking cigarettes from 12 to 30. And just about a year ago, I switched over to e-cigarettes, and I don't get short-winded when I go check the mail. And overall I've been feeling better, but I've just been wondering, is there like a worse thing?
Well, I don't think so, although you never know. I mean, you may find out later, because you are heating stuff and then breathing it. That's not good. And by the way, there's some nicotine too in e-cigs. It's just not as much. So it's not a good idea to breathe and inhale anything. I get people asking me about marijuana a lot, and people have this idea that marijuana smoke is somehow not a problem. Anytime you're breathing in smoke, that's not a good thing. All right, anywhere. So e-cigs are better than cigarettes, but that's just more of an indictment on cigarettes than a compliment to e-cigs. So what you want to do is use your e-cigs to wean yourself off cigarettes, and then wean yourself off of the e-cigs. That's what I would be doing personally if it was me. They're not great, but they're certainly better. They're certainly better than cigarettes. Does that help?
Okay. Yeah, absolutely.
Here's another tip for you. Gargle with vitamin C after you do your and then swallow vitamin C too after you do your e-cig, or after you do your cigarettes. Every time you smoke a cigarette, you lose vitamin C as your body attempts to purify itself. So by using vitamin C and the Beyond Tangy Tangerine after you smoke, whether it's an e-cig or a cigarette or a bong hit or whatever you're doing, you can help minimize some of the damage from the smoke by using vitamin C. Also, vitamin E is protective against damage, lung damage from smoke, and also NAC, N-acetylcysteine, one of my all-time favorite supplements, and selenium may also be helpful too. Your Ultimate Selenium, just a good nutritional supplement program in general, is a great way to mitigate some of the damage associated with cigarette smoke or e-cig smoke or pot smoke or whatever smoke you're doing. Does that help you? Oh, there's our music. Tom, was that good? All right. Thank you, buddy. Be good. Have a beautiful day.
Hi, Coast to Coast listeners. I'm Kay Zwirling from KSCO Radio in Santa Cruz. I'm 93 years old, and I'm a big fan of George Norrie because his topics and guests are fascinating and really get you thinking. George is just as bothered as I am by all the advertising you hear for toxic prescription drugs that make you sicker, not healthy. I prefer to give my body all 90 essential nutrients it needs for life to prevent disease, not compound it. My favorite complete supplement is Beyond Tangy Tangerine from Longevity, which I take every day along with EFA Plus and Beyond OsteoFX, which together are called the Healthy Start Pack. I recommend you go online to criticalhealthnews.com to purchase these products. That's criticalhealthnews.com or call 855-949-RADIO.
If you're worried about your health and you're tired of the nasty side effects of harsh drugs or antibiotics, then look no further. Supernatural Silver is the answer. Supernatural Silver is a powerful immune system enhancer that can be used every day to help keep you healthy and well with none of those nasty side effects. It's extremely safe for use internally as well as topically. And Supernatural Silver is hundreds of times more effective than colloidal or ionic silver. It is perfect for use in the sinuses, eyes, ears, and on any wound or skin issue. Supernatural Silver is also extremely effective when taken orally and can help fight off bacteria, viruses, and mold that may be overwhelming your immune system. Go to supernaturalsilver.com, supernaturalsilver.com, and use the promo code SILVER2015 for 30% off of your entire order and give yourself and your loved ones a fighting chance with Supernatural Silver.
Don't complain about your cable bill going up and up and up. Do something about it. Grab a pencil and jot down this special number. Call 1-888-379-MY-TV. The more cable TV rates go up, the better digital satellite TV looks. So, disable the cable and get more of your favorite channels in 100% digital quality for less money. Call 1-888-379-MY-TV right now to sign up for packages starting as low as $19.99 and up to 4 rooms. And there's no equipment to buy. That includes your free HD TV upgrade, your free DVR upgrade, and your free professional installation. And the best part, the pristine digital picture and sound. Call 1-888-379-MY-TV. So, what are you waiting for? Pull out your major credit or debit card. Call 1-888-379-MY-TV. 1-888-379-MY-TV. Disable the cable, cut costs, and get more. Call 1-888-379-MY-TV. 1-888-379-MY-TV.
Let's go to Florida and say hi to Chris. What's up, my friend? How you doing, buddy?
Hello. How are you?
Hello, Chris. Greetings. What's cooking?
Ben, pleasure to talk to you. It's an honor to talk to you. You are the man.
Oh, thank you.
I have a lot of nurses and doctors in my family, and I wish I could hire you to come over and just smack them in the face with your knowledge awesome. and get them back to reality. But
thank you.
You are the best. I don't want to waste anybody's time with the
No, keep telling me how good I am. I'll give as much time as you. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I have 3 kids. They're 9, 10, and 11, and of course they're my world. And trying to convince them or to teach them about the ways of the new foods that we eat and GMOs. So we try to be as non-GMO as possible. But they're all athletic and. They all, I hate to say it, but they all suffer from a slight shortness of breath sometimes, and they have to take, deep breaths. And I'm not a freak, but I know that they're dumping something in the sky, and we drink off well water, so we're okay. But
where in Florida are you, Chris? Where do you live?
Right in Orlando, and hoping you would come there one day.
I've been there a lot, and I would never go there this time of year, that's for sure. Again, oh my God, that's a hot place, man. Are you right near Disney World?
Basically, I'm in St. Cloud, which is just Kissimmee, St. Cloud. Yeah, just about a half hour from Disney.
Okay, well, the humidity probably doesn't help the breathing. It's the air is so saturated with moisture out there. A couple of things, and you're right, they do dump all kinds of stuff out there, and they put stuff in the water. And even if your kids are eating well, if they're eating anything that's got water in it, or if they're drinking anything that has water in it, they're going to be getting all the crap that's in the water. So you're absolutely correct about that. A couple of things you might want to consider doing is practicing slow, deep breathing techniques so they work on the musculature, the lung muscles. Usually kids don't have a problem that way, but if you're noticing some shortness of breath, that could be an issue. Is there any weight issues, did you say, or no?
No, absolutely not. They're as healthy as you can be. They've all got six-packs. We're
that's
not
awesome.
maniacs, but they're super athletic track
I don't think you have
stars,
any problems, man. What makes you think you got a problem? You're noticing shortness of breath, you're saying?
Yeah, like they'll just be sitting on the couch. Not that we sit on the couch a lot, but if they're sitting on the couch, they'll just, like my older son especially, and he's probably most athletic, but he'll just have to take a super deep breath as if he can't catch his breath.
Yeah, you got to get him.
I'm not a believer in the asthma thing. That's BS. You know, like it's related to something other than just I'm born with asthma. It doesn't make any sense.
No,
you know
there's no born with asthma. Is it? How's the skin? Breakouts or anything like that? Eczema, rashes?
No, on record, he has been the most allergic child that this team of allergists a couple years ago had determined from an ant bite. But they scratched him with some sort of scratch test when he was about 2 or 3, and he was extremely allergic. My wife and I are fine, but he was extremely allergic to fire ants and all this other stuff. But that just sort of faded with age.
Okay,
and he did have a lot of skin rashes as an infant, probably spider bites that we didn't know were misdiagnosed.
No,
but,
rashes wouldn't. Rash would be different from a bite. A rash would be more diffuse, and a bite would be more localized. So a rash is distinct from a bite. Here's the thing, Chris, and you sound like a smart guy, so the kids have you. You're a resource for those kids. Here's what you're going to need to do. Look for other symptoms. If there's zero, if you're absolutely, and bowel movements and skin are the two most important to look for, or digestive symptoms, I should say, and skin issues. Those are the two most important ones to notice. If your kids are tall and athletic and you can't find any other symptoms, I wouldn't worry about it, although I probably would be doing some yoga or deep breathing techniques. However, if you notice skin reactions, that's an important clue. And if you notice any digestive issues, bloating, gas, heartburn, sense of fullness, diarrhea, constipation, loose stools, anything like that, then those are red flags for you. And that's what you really want to focus on. The breath itself, the shortness of breath, that's not enough information. I always tell people it's kind of like the guy Bob. Do you ever hear Bob Ross, the painter?
Yeah,
you know
I got a T-shirt with him. I love him. He's the best.
That's great. That's great. How old are you, Chris? You sound like a young guy.
40.
Oh, okay, good. So yeah, Bob Ross, for the listeners, is this painter, and he shows you how easy it is to paint. He's on NPR or public television, and he shows you how easy it is to paint. And he'll get this canvas, and he'll put a little line in the middle of the painting, and you'll go, what the heck is that? It's just a line. And then I'll put another line, and then I'll put 3 lines and a dot, and all of a sudden you see a river. And then I'll put another line, you'll see a mountain. You know what I'm saying? Right?
Yeah, he's amazing.
Right? That's what you got to do. You got one dot in the middle of your canvas with the breathing. We got to find some other dots, and we got to find some other lines. And then you can start to get a picture. With one dot, with the breathing, that's not enough of a picture. Look for other symptoms. But it sounds like you're on the right track, Chris. If you
honestly, Ben, it's listening to you that has helped me. I mean, I love
you.
Dr. McCullough and Dr. Wallach and Dr. Glidden and everybody else, but you are the man. I mean, I wish I could download what you have in your brain, and I should feel as though I should be paying you.
Well, it takes one to know one,
believe
Chris.
it.
You probably have a lot more information. You probably have a lot more knowledge than you're giving yourself credit for. But in any case, what you want to do is you want to look for other symptoms. That's that's really what you need to do. Why don't you do this, my friend? See if you can gather up some symptoms, especially digestive and especially skin, and then give me a call back and let me know. You can either shoot me an email and put your phone number in there, and I'll call you back, or call us on the radio. I'd love to hear what you have to say, and love it if you would share with our listeners. And thanks for the kind words. I really appreciate it. Take care, brother.
Ben, come on. This is a world gone mad, and you are the only light in the fog that I could see that anybody makes sense. And, of course, what you say doesn't really make big business money, and it pains me so that my children have to grow up in a world like this. I've actually told them, if anything happens to me in my 40, if I'm die tomorrow, please seek out the advice of Pharmacist Ben. If you got to go walk to Boulder, Colorado, Orlando, and find them, please,
I might need a press. I might need to
steer you wrong.
I might need an agent, Chris. I'm going to keep you in mind. Thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate it. Take care.
Thank you so much,
take
Ben.
care. That's awesome. Thank you. All right, that was a cool phone call. All right, let's see. Let's go to Julie in Alabama. What is up, Julie? Welcome to the bright side.
Hey, I'm 55 and I don't sleep well, and I know a lot of women my age don't sleep well. Could you speak to that?
Yes, I will speak to that. Where are you in your cycle? Are you perimenopausal, postmenopausal, menopausal?
As far as I can tell, I'm postmenopause.
Postmenopausal. Well, as far as you can tell, are you still having periods?
Oh, no.
Okay, then you're in it. You're menopausal. That's the definition. Pause of mena meaning periods, and pause meaning paused. So, all right, here's the deal. Your body is not going to let you sleep when it's freaked out, because to the body, a freak out represents a lion. And the body loves you. The body loves you. This is how much God loves us. He gave us a body that is our guardian throughout our life on planet Earth. And so when the body thinks that its life is at stake or your life is at stake, it isn't going to let you fall asleep. So the question is, when you have insomnia, and insomnia is almost like an epidemic, if it's not an epidemic, it may be an epidemic. If you have a problem sleeping, if you have insomnia, that is a sign that the body thinks its survival is at stake. You got to figure out why. The most likely suspect is going to be food. As the wrong food gets into the blood, and as the blood becomes dirty, we talked about this earlier in the show, that's a condition called sepsis. That's a sign of major, major, major stress to the body. The body interprets that dirty blood as a sign of its survival is at stake. So you got to figure out why the body feels like its survival is at stake. Almost always it's going to be dirty blood. And when I say dirty blood, I'm including sugar in that equation. Now, if you have mental or emotional or psychological stress or survival threats, those are all part of the picture. I'm just not going to address those, but just recognize that you got to deal with psychological issues, mental issues, emotional issues if they're there, because those represent survival threats to the body. But from a physical perspective, number one, digestive distress, digestive problems. That's one of the major ways toxins get into the blood to initiate this kind of response. That means do a food diary, eliminate problem foods, look for digestive symptoms, link them to foods, and then strengthen the digestive system with probiotics, good bacteria that is, the biolumin nightly essence. Make sure you're getting your basic nutrients, the Mighty 90 essential nutrients, that is the Healthy Start Pack. You're also going to need to stabilize blood sugar, because blood sugar toxicity, or blood toxicity, if you will, sugar toxicity from blood toxicity from sugar, that will cause distress. More protein, less refined carbohydrates, fruit juice, desserts, etc. So you can see these are all the same things that everybody has to do. Chromium and vanadium, that is the sweeties, can be helpful for you. You might want to do a couple of sweeties, or maybe sip on some Beyond Tangy Tangerine before you go to bed. Also, there are nutrients that can help relax you if you can't sleep. And if you're deficient in these nutrients, you're going to have a problem sleeping. And key of the most important of these sleep nutrients, if you will, is magnesium. Magnesium deficiency is very, very common. It may be the most common of all the mineral deficiencies. And magnesium is found in green leafy vegetables, which is one of the reasons why we're deficient in it, because we don't like our green leafy vegetables. Do some Beyond OsteoFX before you go to bed. That'll get you some magnesium. You can also do something called GABA, G-A-B-A, before you go to bed. And also lithium orotate before you go to bed or at bedtime. That can also help relax you. We talked a touch about glycine earlier. Glycine also has a relaxing effect. So does 5-HTP or the amino acid tryptophan. All those taken before bed. A tiny little bit of protein taken before bed can stabilize your blood sugar so you don't go into hypoglycemia in the middle of the night. If your blood sugar drops in the middle of the night, you'll get a spark of emergency hormones and you won't be able to go back to sleep. So a little bit of protein before you go to bed, especially whey protein, can be helpful. There's a couple more things, but we're just out of time, Julie. I hope we helped you out. Slow, deep breathing is always good to calm the body down, too. All right, if we left you on hold, I apologize. Call back on Monday. We'll get you first up. Thanks for listening, friends. I'm Pharmacist Ben. Have a spectacular, awesome, beautiful day. We'll talk to y'all later, folks. Bye for now.
More and more people are discovering the incredible benefits of alkalizing the body, and there's no better product for it than AlkaVision Plasma pH Drops. Packed with a powerful combination of the most alkaline minerals and compounds, just a few drops in water will rid your body of harmful waste and give you more vibrance and vigor than you've had in years. Now buy 2 bottles and get $10 off your order. Call 800-518-7615 or visit alkavision.com. Alkalize your body. Supercharge your health at alkavision.com.
Are your Google search results killing you? Unflattering content in blogs, news articles, online reviews, social media, or other sources can jeopardize your reputation, your business, and your livelihood. Let Reputation.com help. Our patented technology will make the truth about you more visible while pushing down unwanted negative content. Improve your Google search results. Call Reputation.com at 1-800-831-0771 for a free consultation. That's 800-831-0771.
It's very easy to be a criminal. All you need to burglarize a home is one simple household tool, a pair of scissors. If your home security system can be compromised by a criminal using scissors, then you're making it easy for them. Almost every home security system, even those sold by big-name companies, has a weakness: the phone line. You shell out $1,500, get locked into a long-term contract, and think you're safe. But a burglar can destroy your alarm in seconds with one snip. And when a burglar cuts your phone line, you're defenseless. Simply Safe Home Security is the smarter choice. Built by Harvard engineers, Simply Safe uses a wireless connection to call the cops. Scissors can't cut it, and that means your home stays safe. 24/7 professional monitoring is under $15 a month with no contract. Simply Safe Home Security keeps you safer than the other guys for half the cost. Protect your home with the alarm you can trust. Simply Safe. Go to simplysafedefense.com now for an exclusive 10% offer. That's simplysafedefense.com.